So what's happening, my beautiful people out there in the fragrance world? Welcome to PR Sense. My name's Jose. So I was trying to figure out what to do with you guys as far as giving you a entertaining, if you will, review of something. And I figured I am, for the last 2 weeks, ever since I got day 3 fragrances samples of Escandalo and Bani, I have been on a fruity mango kick. So I got a couple of other ones that are fruity and mango-ish. And I thought to myself, well, why don't I do a spring, summer, or right now summer, review of like 9 or 10 fragrances that I have that I think are very, very fruity, great for the spring and summer, and just a lively kind of scent. So with that being said, stick around, guys, because I'm going to give you 9 fragrances that are very fruity and very, very good. Stick around. See you in a second. All right, guys, so like I was saying, so fruity, juicy, succulent, almost like a little gourmandy because they're so juicy and sweet and fruity. So I've got 9, 10, I don't know. And what started this damn thing was I saw a review by Melissa Nacional, and she was talking about this fragrance by a company, a fragrance house called Day 3 Fragrances. And it got me intrigued, and they had a little, it's not going on right now, but at the time you got 2 little mini samples of their 2 top fragrances that they have made. One is called Escandalo and the other one was called Bani, and you paid $7 shipping and handling, and they just send you these 2 little tests, these little trials. So I did that, and man, I fell in love with Escandalo from the moment I sprayed it. It's so good. Now, Escandalo doesn't really have juicy notes to it per se, but it does have things like limon dulce, which gives it a very citrusy kind of feel, and blue tansy. Blue tansy is a sweet, fruity, floral kind of feel. So you do get this fruitiness that comes out of it in such a delicious way. I don't even know if they use alcohol because I don't get any alcohol. I just get juiciness, that just a fruitiness that I really enjoy. So it's not cheap. They do have a 20 ml that they sell. I think it's a 20 ml, and then they have a 100 ml. And the 100 ml is like $145. The 20 ml is like $40. So I'm gonna buy one because I really enjoy it. I really, really enjoy it. The next one that they had was this one, which is Bani. And Bani is fruity, like really fruity. It's got mango leaf, wild orange, bergamot, sugar cane, coconut, jasmine, magnolia, papaya. So it is fruity, but it's not the fruitiest one I have here. It's a very rich, mild mango that just smells so good and very realistic and not synthetic. It smells realistic, and I really enjoy that one as well. So that's another day 3 fragrance called Bani, and that one I did order, so I'm getting that in the mail hopefully soon, because I love that one as well. Now, moving on to, let's talk about, all of these are clones. So, they're all, well, not all of them, I'm sorry. Most of them are clones. There's a few that aren't. Although they are kind of cloning something. Everything clones something, so calling something a clone is, not a bad thing anymore, guys. You've got, Legend Spirit that clones this. You've got Jimmy Choo Man Ice that clones that. You've got a lot of clones, and a lot of fragrances tend to smell a lot of times like something else, and if that something else is more expensive, usually the other fragrance gets hit with the terminology, well, this is a clone of that one, but you get it a lot cheaper. And I'm all for that, I really am. So let's talk about the third one that I have for you. Now, I'm trying to figure it out so that I go from least fruity to most fruity. I'm gonna try that, but let's see how that one works out. Now, the other one I have for you guys is one I haven't talked about in a really, really long time, and this is a cheapie. You could still find this at Burlington, although I tend not to see it as often as I did. But even online, $10, $15 for this, and you're golden. And this is Paris Hilton's for men. This, guys, is actually really, really good. It has mango, fig leaf, cucumber, musk, sage, juniper, mountain air, basil, amber, and cedar. And when you first spray this, what you get the most is the fig leaf, the mango, and the cucumber. I would say it would be like the cucumber, the mango, and the fig leaf in that order. And it is such a nice scent. Now, it doesn't last long. You're not gonna get 6 to 8 hours out of this thing, but as a gym scent, as a dumb reach scent, you know, this is actually, and this is also a really good one, relaxing kind of scents. The coconut, I mean the cucumber in this, and the fig leaf and the mango, they exude a certain type of relaxing scent. And I really enjoy this one. I put a little bit of a dent in there. And every now and then when I'm passing it by, I just go and I squirt it because it's a really, really good scent. And that is Paris Hilton's for men. So keep that in mind. If you see it, give it a shot because it's actually really, really good. The next one is one that I well, no, let's do this one. This one, Qaed Al Fursan. Now, Qaed Al Fursan to me is a little polarizing for me because it gets raved about all the time. Does it smell good? Yeah, it does. Now, it has pineapple in it, so people are always like, oh, it's a Creed Aventus. It's not a Creed Aventus. It does have Creed Aventus vibes, but nowhere near what you would smell when you get hit with Creed Aventus. It's not that lemony, you know, kind of pineapple feel. This is a very juicy, succulent pineapple that you get out of this. This has got pineapple and saffron as the top notes, and you definitely get hit with that pineapple and a little spiciness from the saffron. It's got jasmine and balsam fir as the mid notes, and then it dries down to an amber, cedar, and oud feel. The oud is not overpowering in this at all. What you get hit with the most is the pineapple. Now, a lot of people say that this is a beast, that it lasts for hours. I don't get that, but I do enjoy the scent. This is a really good one to use for layering as well. I enjoy the scent. I love that fresh pineapple that you get right off the bat when you spray it, and you just get hit with this juicy pineapple, like you just opened up a can of Dole's pineapples. So that's a really good one if you like pineapple. Let's move on to the next one. Now, this is one that I got a long time ago. This thing has been sitting for ages, and this is Banana Republic's Dark Cherry and Amber. And what I will say about this one is that this does, to me, smell a lot like Baccarat Rouge 540. It's got that Baccarat Rouge 540 kind of feel. This has got sour cherry, pink freesia, praline. Praline's like a sweet kind of nut. Cherry blossom, red amber, and cedar. And this is beautiful. Really, really nice. You get a really smoky cherry out of it, and that tonka comes in, in the background, and it becomes a fruity, smoky kind of scent. Really, really good. More so, I would say, for the spring, for the fall. I wouldn't really put this on in really, really high heat, but for 23 bucks, and you can usually still see this at Burlington as well, this is a really good buy. Especially if you want to get a feel for what Baccarat Rouge 540 smells like. This does have some Baccarat Rouge 540 similarities. Is it the same? No. But, with that dark cherry and that smokiness and that amber, it does have some similarity to it. At least I think so. So, Banana Republic's Dark Cherry and Amber. Next. Now, the next one is a recent acquisition of mine, and this is from Lattafa, and it's their Lattafa Pride line, and it's called Leen. And let me tell you, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous scent. Now it does lean a little bit more feminine, but just a bit. I've been wearing it like crazy. I love it. This has got bergamot, ginger, pink pepper, turmeric. It's got black pepper, jasmine, mango, osmanthus, tuberose, and then frankincense, musk, and sandalwood. This is a very creamy mango on the light side kind of fragrance. But man, guys, I love this thing. This is so, so good. It's not a heavy mango. It's not a too light of a mango feel. And then you get that creaminess, almost like a vanilla kind of creaminess, like a lactose kind of creaminess to it that I really, really enjoy. And the dry down is just beautiful. Now, I would say it's a little bit linear. It starts off with that mango, it ends up with that mango, but still, it's just a gorgeous mango scent. Light, airy, great for the spring and summer. Longevity's okay. I get a good 4 to 6 hours out of it, but it does become more of a skin scent after a while. It's not a blaster, okay? The projection is not going to be like 3 feet or anything like that. You probably will smell it more than anything, or if someone gets close to you, they'll smell it as well. But that scent is really nice, and that is Lean by Lattafa. Next one. Now, the next one on my list came out, I'd say early 2023 or late 2022. I don't remember. But it is Bade'e Al Oud, Lattafa's Bade'e Al Oud Sublime. And this is basically Hawaiian punch in a bottle. That's basically what it is. Yeah, it's got apple, it's got lychee, it's got rose. That lychee, you definitely smell it. You definitely get that apple. The rose kind of hangs out in the background, so it's not a super rosy scent. It's got plum, jasmine, moss, vanilla, and patchouli. So as it starts to dry down, the apple and the lychee stay there, but then that plum comes out. So it's like a juicy kind of feel that you get out of it. And you literally will get Hawaiian punch vibes out of it, because that to me is what it smells like. I think Dedrick Hendricks was the one that came up with that terminology, and he's pretty spot on it. If you like a fruity kind of feel, this is a good way to go. And it's Lattafa's Bade'e Al Oud Sublime. And it still doesn't cost that much. And this does last for quite a while, and I have gotten compliments from it. But, you know, it's not something I would wear really dressed up, suit and tie kind of thing. This is a more playful kind of fragrance. I would wear this in shorts with a nice shirt. Yeah, I definitely would rock this. Going out on a date, but it's not a formal date. It's just kind of, let's go to a bar and hang out, have some drinks. Let's go to the tiki bar. This is a good one to wear for that. Next. Now, this is one that Adwa recommended, and CC Chronicles recommended as well. And so I bought it because they talk so much about it, and I just did a review of it, and it is called Mango Punch by Paris Corner, Pendora Emir line. And this is delicious, guys. This is really good. This has got mango, pineapple, blackberry, citrus accords to it, jasmine, lotus flower, gardenia, iris. So it's a very sweet, juicy, playful, fruity kind of feel. And if you like mangoes, this is a good one to get. This is very, like, whereas Bani is a very light, creamy mango right off the bat, but you know, the creaminess and the mango kind of mix together to give you a very subtle kind of fruitiness. This just goes, I'm mango, you know, and that's what you get. The performance on it is not bad. I would imagine once it macerates a little bit more, it'll get better. But if you like, you know, want to smell a really juicy mango, this is a great way to go. And as it starts to dry down, it does become a bit more creamier, but that mango always stays. And man, I love it. I really enjoy this one. It's so good. it's kind of, I mean, these are all, I would say, unisex. This one, I think, is kind of in the middle of the unisex, but it depends on you. If you're a guy that just doesn't like fruity stuff, you're not going to like fruity stuff, so you wouldn't get this. But if you do like fruity fragrances, ladies, this is a great one for you. Brenda has already hit it a couple of times, I can tell, because she really enjoys it as well. So that is Mango Punch by Paris Corner. Next, now I've got what? 1, 2, 3. 3 more to go. Now this is one of Brenda's favorite, and it's actually one of my favorite. This is, if you guys don't know what this is, you living under a rock, but this is Maison Alhambra's Bright Peach. Now this is supposed to be very similar to Bitter Peach by Tom Ford. And they don't make them in these bottles anymore. I'm sure you can still find them, but I guess they got in trouble with Tom Ford because of this. So they had to revamp the bottles, and I think the bottles that have come out still have a kind of similarity, but they've gotten smaller, and they've changed the names of them on a lot of them, and the bottle looks different, a little different. So hopefully that'll soothe Tom Ford, and they won't keep on bitching about it. But this is peach, guys. This is bright peach. When you pop it open, all you get is like just a waft of peach. It's like unreal how realistic the peach is to me. Yeah, it's crazy. It's got peach, blood orange, green leaves. So you get hit with the peach, you get hit with a very citrusy, orangey kind of feel, but you do get that green leaf earthiness to it as well. As it starts to dry down, it gets really sweet. The peach is always there, but then it starts getting sweet, and that's because the base has honey and what else does it have? Cognac. So it's this juicy, sweet, boozy kind of feel to it, and it is gorgeous. I mean, and it is so, the peach is so realistic. It's hysterical how realistic the peach is on this. From what I've heard, this is not as smoky or as dark as Bitter Peach by Tom Ford. This is what the name says, Bright Peach. So that cognac in the background, it's not heavy, you know, it's not a super dark fragrance. It's the peach and the sweetness of it that really is comes to the forefront of the fragrance. So I think you would really enjoy Bright Peach if you get your hands on it, and I think you can still find it for less than 30 bucks. So give it a shot if you like peaches. 2 more, and we're getting down to like the juiciest ones that I have. So this is another one that kind of looks like Tom Ford because they're very similar. And this is Pendora Scents, which is Paris Corner, Boozy Cherry. Now Boozy Cherry has black cherry, cherry liqueur, bitter almond, sandalwood, cedar, and vetiver. I don't get the vetiver too much. You definitely get like a black cherry feel. It is a really rich cherry. It's not like your, what is it, Macchiano cherries, the red ones. It's more of a juicy black cherry. And it's got, I don't get the vetiver all that much. What I get basically is the cherry. I mean, you just get a lot of cherry. I don't find it too nutty because of that bitter almond. Like I said, I just get the cherry liqueur and the black cherry because that's pretty much what it is. But it is juicy. It is really good. This is a really good one to layer with other fragrances as well. I've tried to layer it with dark fragrances. Like I tried to layer it with, and I think it worked. Lattafa's Mahir Black, which is a very dark, smoky kind of fragrance, with Boozy Cherry, and it actually smelled nice, except that I found I had to like lighten up on the Boozy Cherry sprays and go up maybe 1 or 2 sprays on the Mahir Black, because this is very overpowering in that regard. Really good one though. And Maison Alhambra does make one as well called Lovely Sherry, but I find this one to be fruitier. than Lovely Sherry. So keep that in mind. So that's Pendora's Scents Boozy Cherry. Now the last one I have for you guys, this thing is the sweetest fragrance I have ever smelled, and it's like they threw everything into a bowl and mixed it and then came up with this, but it works. It's really, really good. This is Brenda's like top fragrance to wear. I mean, we've had to order a couple of bottles because she loves it that much, and it is Makin Scents Unaverage Patch. This thing is, it's already, yeah, this thing is already macerating, I can tell. And this thing is strong, guys. So this isn't for everybody, but if you like Sour Patch Kids, and you like really, really tart, sour, and sweet, all at the same time, this is a great scent, because it is candy in a bottle. That's what it is. And there's no mistaking it. There's a liquor that this kind of reminds me of, but I can't put my finger on it. But this thing is full of berries, like full of it. It's got blueberry, raspberry, lemon, lime, berries, pineapple, bergamot, cane sugar, vanilla, and oud. Now you don't get a lot of the oud. To me, it doesn't even become smoky, but I have worn it where I've been told on several occasions that I smell like a vanilla cake. So that vanilla and everything else mixed together in the dry down to such a point that it becomes a creamier, very, very sweet baking dish, basically. But man, is it good. It really is good, and I've gotten a lot of compliments about it, but you have to be very careful with the sprays because this thing is just so sweet that it'll overpower everything around it. And it does dry down a little better and, you know, becomes less sweet, but that sweetness is always there. But I think if you really enjoy fruity fragrances, this is an interesting one to get. And you can get like a 10 ml or 20 ml, I think they sell it, and it's not that expensive. But this is Makin Scents Unaverage Patch. And I think, you know, do I recommend it? Yeah, just remember, this is an extrait de parfum, and it is really strong. I've had it for a while, and it is definitely macerating, because it's gotten way stronger. So guys, that's what I have for you. Fruity fragrances that I think you might get a kick of. You can wear them now. Just remember, they're fruity, right? And they're really sweet, so play with the sprays because you don't want to overpower people with like this humongous bubble of sweetness, because I'm sure you're sweet yourself, so you should be fine. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Do me a favor, please subscribe, like, and comment. Do you have any other sweet ones that you recommend that you like? I know there's another one that they make that I think is a green bottle, and it's pear something that is supposed to be really, really good. I need to get that one. And also, I haven't forgotten you. I am gonna get Ace of Spades by Fragrance World. That is a clone, I believe, of By the Fireplace. I have so many By the Fireplace clones. So if I get it, I'm getting it for you just to do a review. But I'm interested, you know, I'm intrigued. So I'll try and get that soon. And I've got a couple coming down the pike, so I'll be doing some more reviews. So hope you like this, guys. You guys know what to do. As always, you guys make sure that you be safe, you be loved, and I will talk to you later. Thanks, guys. Bye.